Hello friends, welcome to math class. Today we're going to continue our work with fractions, but this time we're going to be working on fractions with a broken ruler. So let's look at the example. First it says, find, mark, and label the measurements on the rulers below. The first one has been done for you. The example is 4 1/2. So this seems a little blurry, so let's try to, okay. So we can see that here would be 4, and then half, we have to find halfway between 4 and 5. So it's basically fractions on a number line. We're just using a real life object, which would be our rulers. So here's 4 1/2. So let's look at 3 1/2. So here's 3, and then I need to figure out what halfway between 3 and 4 is. I can see this long line right here is halfway. I can check by counting 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. We know that half of 8 is 4, so this would be 3 4/8, which is also 3 1/2. Do this one on your own, 1 1/2. So you're going to find the halfway point between 1 and 2 and mark it as 1 1/2. Let's look at 5 3/4. So we're going to find the 5. And I know that 3/4 has to be between the 5 and the 6. So I'm going to count each jump between the 5 and the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 eighths. So I need to figure out how many eighths is equal to 3/4. So I'm going to write my equivalent fraction right here. 3/4 is equal to how many eighths? So let's use what we know about making an equivalent fraction using what we know about multiplication and models. I know if I have 4 pieces of cake and I need to feed 8 people, I can cut each fourth into 2 slices or multiply my fourths times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. 3 times 2 is 6. So I need to find 6 out of 8 to find my 3/4. So I'm going to go back here to my model. I'm going to try to make this a bit bigger for you, friends. Oopsie, everybody giggles. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then this would be 8 eighths or 1 whole, which is our next whole here. So then I can go back and I've went ahead and done the numerator. I know that all the denominators are 8. And I know this is super tiny. So I'm going to find that 6 eighths. And my 6 eighths would be right here, the 6th jump. And so I'm going to label that 5 3/4. And I know my handwriting is really small, so just make sure you put a dot right there for 5 3/4. Okay, so now we're going to do 2 1/4. So again, we have to think about how many fourths is equal to eighths. If I have 1/4, how many eighths is that? 4 times 2 is 8. 1 times 2 is 2. So I need to find 2 2/8 or 2 1/4. It's the same fraction. So here's my whole number 2. 2 1/8, 2 2/8 right here. Now, if you look, I'm going to show you why we can call 1/4 and 2/8 the same. We can see that there's 8 equal jumps. I'm going to show you if I jumped 2 sections at a time, 1, 2, 3, 4, then I would have 4 equal jumps. You could get 2 pieces of pie, and that would be the same as if you got 1 big piece of this pie. So 2 1/4 is right here, 2 1/4. So do the same thing here with 4 1/4. You know that you're also going to be looking for the same equivalent fraction would be 2 2/8. We just learned that 1/4 and 2/8 are the same. So you're going to find 4 and 2 out of 8 should be about right there. All right. Share your work with a partner, maybe in your breakout room, or you can talk to your mom or a sister or brother. And if you don't have anybody, then you can skip this section and try the challenge. What other fractions do you know? We know that if we count each jump between the whole numbers, that gives us the denominator. So let's go ahead and do this part together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8, which is also equal to half. 5/8, 6/8, 7/8, 8/8, which is equal to 1 whole. 1 1/8, or you could say 9/8. So if you want to make an improper fraction where the numerator is bigger than the denominator, you can just say 9/8, 10/8, 11/8, 12/8, 13/8, 14/8, 15/8, 16/8. Let's write that down, 16/8. And we know that's 2 because fractions are dividing. So write that out. I'm going to practice my cursive right now. Maybe you'll practice yours. Fractions are dividing. We know that we can say the numerator goes into the denominator. 16 divided by 8 is 2, so the whole number 2. So you can either just put this down or you can keep going. What other fractions might you know? All right, friends, that's all we have for our fraction lesson. This was a super quick little video. Make sure that you finish your other math jobs for the day and learn a lot. Bye, friends.